Despite having their playoff run halted in the sectional semifinals for the second straight year, the Needham football team had one more game on the docket before they could turn their attention to their rivals from next door. Just like last year, the Rockets found themselves squaring off against BC High in Week 10. The conditions for this game were less than ideal, as it was quite a soggy night in Dorchester, and the results for the Rockets were not much better, unfortunately. So let's head to Titletown, Boston, Massachusetts. BC High, 3rd and long on their first possession. Deep pass from Bobby Weisenhahn to Aiden Sullivan. This is a 45-yard connection down to the Needham 21-yard line. Weisenhahn keeps it in the air, goes to Carter Rice for the TD strike. 32-yard touchdown there. 2-point attempt is no good, so the Eagles grab a 6-0 lead. Later in the first Rockets ball, Charlie Ogletree's pass is deflected. Tip drill alert. Buddy Pinella snags the INT and returns it back to around the Needham 35-yard line. So BC High back on offense. Weisenhahn goes deep again for Sullivan. He is taken down just short of the goal line. Brendan Casamajor, though, is going to plunge it in for the short touchdown. PAT is good, so it's 13-0 BC High with just over 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Rockets try to get some back with the help of two of their big play guys. Tyler Reed ripping off a 15-yard run to the left sideline, and then Ogletree with a back shoulder throw to Matt Smith, and Smith hauls in the grab. Defender draped all over him. That's a 23-yard touchdown reception, and the deficit is cut to 13-7. On the ensuing kickoff, Jacob Perez returning for BC High. He took it at the 10-yard line, and he gets by everybody. A 90-yard kickoff return for the touchdown. Is that the KO punch? Might be. 19-7 was your score. It remained that way all the way into the first play of the fourth quarter. Michael Bennett picks off Ogletree, slithers off a Rocket, and races 62 yards the other way. That's a pick six, makes it 25-7, and that ends up being the final in the game. The loss puts the Rockets at 7-4 in the season. They now prepare for the main event of their season, the 131st edition of the Thanksgiving game against Wellesley. This game at Memorial Field this year, so make sure you get your tickets and fill the hill Thanksgiving morning at 10 o'clock. The girls and boys cross-country teams were both top 5 finishers at the Division I Eastern Mass Championships on November 10th. That means both squads are moving on to All States, which take place on Sunday, November 18th at Stanley Park in Westfield. Meanwhile, the Needham girls swim team had a spectacular showing at sectionals on Sunday, November 11th. Rockets had 3 first-place finishes, including the 400-yard freestyle relay. Zoe Howard won the individual 50-yard freestyle and the 200-yard freestyle, breaking school records in both. She bested her own school record in the 50 freestyle with a time of 24.30 seconds, and her time of 154.87 in the 200 freestyle beat Lynn Kelly's school record that had lasted for 33 years. Emmy Higgins, Nina Yee, and Ellie Wilson also notched top 5 finishes in races, and the Rockets finished 3rd as a team overall.